All right, I want to go off script a bit because after this week's special election, I was thinking a lot about how many congressional districts, frankly, aren't competitive. So, yeah, Democrats managed to close the gap. Instead of losing by 30 points, as they did in November, they cut the margins down to 14 points this time. But basically, these were predictable victories for the GOP. And despite more of us identifying as and registering as independents, we're living in this deeply partisan age in districts where outcomes feel basically predetermined. So Nick Troiano says party primaries are a big reason why. He's the executive director of Unite America. He's also the author of a new book, The Primary Solution, Rescuing Our Democracy from the Fringes. Nick, good morning. Welcome to CNN this morning.
Great to be with you, Audie.
So, in your book, you were saying that only 14% of Americans cast a meaningful vote to elect the entire U.S. House of Representatives in 2024. So, what do you mean by meaningful?
Well, you're exactly right with that introduction. You know, if I told you about a country where in 9 out of every 10 elections, we know basically the outcome well in advance of a single vote being cast, you probably wouldn't think I was talking about a democracy, no less the United States of America. But that is the case today because the vast majority of our elections are over before they even begin. And what I mean by that is they're not decided in November. They're decided in the dominant party's primary. And the problem is that very few voters cast ballots in those elections. In 16 states, 17 million independent voters are prohibited from voting in these taxpayer-funded elections. And when you add that all together, only about 14% of eligible voters cast a meaningful vote, which means a ballot that actually contributes to determining a competitive election. And so when most Americans say they feel unrepresented or unheard in our political system today, they're right, they're not.